morning, everyone. Welcome to our nice little half-hour hatha yoga class. My name is Susan, and I want you to be comfortable on your sit bones. All right, back is nice and straight. Shoulders are relaxed. Perfect. All right. So we always start our class with a couple minutes of breathing, of pranayama. Remember, the breathing is in through the nose, out through the nose. Nice, long, smooth, full breath. Try and suspend your breath between the inhale and the exhale. Just hold it for a few seconds, all right? Try to relax. Now, for our mudra today, we're going to sit in chin mudra. Now, index finger, tip of the index finger, I want you to roll it in to touch the little joint of your thumb. 3 fingers together, palm up. Back is nice and straight. Close your eyes. Let's take a nice, long, smooth breath together. Continue on your own personal pranayama for the next 2 minutes. Just relax those shoulders. Close your eyes and just breathe. Nice, long, full, smooth breath. Inhale completely. Always suspend your breath. And exhale fully. Now the chin mudra cultivates consciousness, increasing stability and calming. Now's the time to drop your day and settle your mind. To set an intention for your practice today, focus on any situation in your life that needs guidance from your higher self. It's time to lower the heart rate, lower our blood pressure, and lower our anxiety level. Try to find stillness in mind and body. On the next exhale, bring yourself out of your pranayama. Let's bring our hands together, rubbing them together. Activate the hand chakra. Hands onto the heart center. Close your eyes. Let's take a nice, long, smooth breath together to tune out. Inhale. For one more breath. Now, as you're breathing, connecting with the breath, I really want you to remember that whatever we do, take it easy. You don't have to force your body to do anything. If it doesn't feel right, respect your limitations. If you know it's going to cause you pain or aggravate a condition, please don't do it. Or, try it, pull back, make a little adjustment if you have to. On the next exhale, drop 3 fingers, index fingers together. Big breath. Exhale up. Jupiter Mudra, reach all the way up. Sitting nice and tall on those sit bones. Let's wake up that physical body. Let's wake up that spine. Reach. Breathing into Jupiter Mudra. Good luck and expansion are activated when together. Focus your energies on breaking through barriers. For one more breath. On the exhale, release the hands. Inhale into a gentle back bend. Reach. Lengthen those arms. One more breath. Exhale, bring the arms down nice and slow and gentle. Right here. All right, so from here, for those of you who can, on the exhale, we're going to reach forward. But if you find it's a little too challenging for you, put your hands on the floor, just bend at the elbow and just lean forward slightly. You don't have to go too far. Very important that the back stays straight, head level with your spine, and we're hinging at the hips, all right? So just do what feels good for you. Big breath. Exhale, either just lean forward, try to keep your head level with your spine. Those of you who are a little stronger, you can reach. Really lengthen that spine, releasing the shoulders, the muscle up and down your back. For one more breath. On the exhale, I want you to shift your weight. Slide all the way to the left. Weights on the left thigh, right hip on the floor, and reach. You can feel the stretch. The left side, the right side of your body, the shoulder, all the way down the side of your body, right into your hip. Relax the shoulders. One more breath. On the exhale, stay low. Let's float all the way to the other side. To the right. Now the weight's on the right thigh. Excuse me, left hip on the floor. And reach. And just just go as far as comfortable. Like I said, you don't have to be aggressive in your stretches. Even if you get there and that's as far as you can go, that's where you need to be, so don't worry about it, all right? Now while we're here, let's release the tension that we hold in our face. So I want you really to engage all the muscles, so just really scrunch your face up. Squeeze your face as tight as you possibly can and hold it, and then let it go. Let all that tension filter through your body and sink into the ground for one more breath. On the next exhale, come back to center. All the way up, moving slowly and gently and carefully. Perfect. Roll the shoulders up. Let's do a nice gentle neck stretch today, all right? So whenever we do anything with the neck, take it easy, do what you can, don't force your neck, all right? We're gonna do a couple of neck circles. So hands on the lap, sitting nice and tall. Roll the shoulders out if you feel, roll them out, all right? Take your breath, and on the exhale, I want you just to drop your head. Just bow it. Big breath. Exhale as you roll your head over the left shoulder. Exhale, roll to the back. Slowly, gently. Exhale to the right. Keep the shoulders nice and low. And exhale, forward. Let's do it again to the right now. On the exhale, roll. Releasing the tension into the neck. Releasing the tight nerves, the blood vessels. Exhale to the back. We always move on the exhale. Exhale to the right. And exhale, forward. And slowly bring your head up very gently so you don't get dizzy. All right, roll the shoulders out. Roll them out forward, backwards. Get a little more movement if you want. Get a little bit of, get a little circulation and really get the blood flowing in your upper body. All right. We're going to do a shoulder shrug now. We're going to do it in 3 parts today. So I want you to visualize the shoulder blade. All right, when you bring the shoulder blades together, the whole blade goes together, but we're going to focus on the top a little bit more, the center and the lower part. So hands on the lap, take a breath. Exhale, bring the shoulders up, roll them back. Bring the shoulder blades together, focusing on the top of the shoulder blade. Now bring them together as tight as you can. That's comfortable. You don't have to ram them together. Gentle. Now we're going to start releasing the chest, opening up the pectorals, opening up the rib cage, opening up the heart center. Lots of room to breathe for one more breath. And on the exhale, bring the shoulders up, forward, and down. That feels so good. All right, let's do that again. Same thing, but now we're going to focus on the middle of the shoulder blade. Big breath. Exhale up, roll it back, slide it down, shoulder blade. One more breath. And on the exhale, shoulders up, forward and down. All right, let's do one more. Now I'm going to show you quickly before we do it. So now we're going to focus on the lowest part of the shoulder blade. So when you bring your shoulders up, I want you to release the hands and bring the elbows back. This way we can really work the lower part. So we're really working on releasing a lot of the chest, the front of the shoulder, the deltoid, and obviously a lot of the back. So big breath. Exhale up, release the hands, and slide your shoulders back, slide them down, and get those shoulder blades together. Relax the shoulders, keep the breath going, and we really want you to feel the breath. Every breath you take while we're together is nice and relaxed and long and smooth. On the exhale, bring the shoulders up, forward and down, hands on the lap. Now I really want you to work those shoulders, roll them out. Get a little more movement forward and backward. Just start releasing the tension in your shoulders and your back. All right, perfect. Now left hand on the floor beside the left knee. This one here again is, you can use your block if you have one, or maybe a really thick book if you don't have a block, all right? Or I'll show you the 3 ways to do this one, because I have a way you can do without a block as well. So ultimately, elbow on the floor. Now, if you can get your elbow on the floor without your right hip coming off the floor, that's good. If that's the case, use the block. You can use the block any way you want, all right? So if you can't get to the floor, we bring the floor up to you. Now with the block, so ultimately we'll end up on the elbow, all right? Now, if you don't have a block or you don't want to use a block, just do it this way. Put your hand out here, bend the elbow a little bit, and you can do the same stretch with your hand out here, all right? Same difference. So I'm going to do it without the block today. One hand on the right knee, left hand on the floor or on the block or out here. Let's go. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, over. Now, elbow and shoulder of the left arm are nice and lined up. Right arm, nice and straight. Make sure it's lined up along the side of the body, the shoulder, and the head, so you're not leaning forward and you're not tilting back. Those of you who want to go a little deeper, absolutely. If you find it's a little too intense, reposition your arm. Even if you put your hand on your hip, you can do that too. Lengthening, stretching the side of the right side of the body. One more breath. Exhale, left hand, right hand to right knee. And on the exhale, push away on the right knee. Bring the right shoulder a little closer. You can soften your elbow if you want. And this is an upper back stretch. You don't have to go too far. Just go as far as you feel the stretch. Just stay there and let your breath guide you. Follow the breath. One more. On the exhale, bend the elbow, stay low. Come to center. Counter pose, let's go to the other side. So take your little block if you're using it, absolutely. These are really easy to find. They're not expensive. Winners, Canadian Tire, all kinds of places sell these they're really light little blocks. They're wonderful little helpers too. Right hand on the right floor, on the floor beside the right knee or on the block. Left hand on left knee. Let's go, inhale up. Exhale over. Make sure that the left hip does not come off the floor. And if it does, reposition your arm. You can spread your fingers like rays of sunshine and reach. One more breath. On the exhale, left hand to left knee. Stay in this position with the right elbow, and on the exhale, push away. You can keep the arm straight. If you want to soften the elbow, that's fine. There's always little ways to make adjustments in everything we do. You find the place that feels right. And then it doesn't interfere in your breath either. Your breath is slow and smooth. On the exhale, bend the elbow, come to center. Slow and gentle. Perfect. All right. Let's loosen up those legs a little bit. Let's get into our little butterfly, or this is called the bound angle pose as well. So, hands onto the ankles. I'll give you two ways to do this. Now this one here is specifically for the inner thighs, the pelvic floor, groin area, your tight, the buttocks, the glutes, and also obviously a gentle hip opener, all right? Hands onto the, I'll give you two ways to do this here now. So those of you, if you find you're sitting like this and that's as far as you can go, even if you're kind of a little uncomfortable here, just keep your hands on your legs, stay with a straight spine and just stay here, relax and breathe. But for those of you who want to go a little deeper, hands on the ankles, we can lean forward, you can gently press on the knees. Now, make sure your back is straight. Either way you do this, the back stays straight, being aware of our posture, shoulders are relaxed, all right? Big breath. On the exhale, gently lean over. Now, when you're pressing on the knees, don't press too hard on the knees. We want to focus more on leaning forward as opposed to putting a lot of weight on the knees, all right? So you're trying to find that nice little balance. Now, when you're in this position, try to relax. Go through your knees and your thighs. Let it go. Relax. The shoulder, or the hips, I should say. Just let them go. One more breath. On the exhale, come up slowly. Perfect. All right. And bring the knees together. Now, I want you to straighten the left leg. All right, and I'd like you to put the right foot in the cusp of the knee, all right? Here again, if you want to use your block, you can always support your knee with your block if that feels better. Now in the cusp of the knee or lower, around the calf area, you don't have to bring it up any higher. So from here, we're going to do a nice single leg stretch. So what we're going to do here is both hands onto the left thigh or left knee. Now make sure the toes pointing up to the ceiling. Again here, what we're going to do, I'll show you quickly, is we're just going to lean forward. That's it. All right. Now, this is a hamstring stretch. So we're going to start releasing the tight hamstrings behind the knee as well, the calf. Okay. This will go into your buttock and lower back, but we're focusing on the hamstring. All right. Now, when you lean forward, again, the back is straight, head level with the spine, hinging with the hips. Those of you who go forward, you can slide your hands down. You can even grab your toes if you'd like. Otherwise, keep your hands right here if you want. Big breath. Exhale. Try to relax your knee and your thigh. Check to see your knee is probably tight, your thigh is tight. Let it go. Just relax it. On the exhale, come up. Slowly. All right, perfect. So we're going to get into a twist pose from here, and then we'll do the other side. So I want you to take the right knee and just bring it up. You can straighten the left leg a little bit. Now I want you to take the right foot and put it over the left knee. All right, just like this, okay? Left hand on right knee, right hand behind the back. Preparing for gentle twist pose. Take your breath. On the exhale, I want you to look over the right shoulder, gently pressing on the right knee to the left, just a little bit. And then don't torque your back or your neck. Very gentle. Start slow. If you want to go deeper, you can press on the knee a little more to the left. You'll go a little deeper. Or come out of it if you have to. Now this is gentle spinal twist. Keeping your back, your spine nice and flexible and supple and strong. The muscles, the nerves, the blood vessels up and down your back. And in this position here, you can also feel a nice gentle stretch onto the hip abductors, which is a bonus. On the exhale, back to center. Counter pose. Now, straighten the right leg, left foot into the cusp of the knee, of the right knee, or down around the calf area, toes pointing up. Both hands onto the thigh or the knee. Back is straight, head is level with the spine. Take your breath on the exhale. Lean, just stay here. Now this stretch here would be called a dynamic or isotonic stretch. You could really feel the activity. It might be not super comfortable, but even if you just barely move, you can feel it. That's a good feeling. All right, and usually with a little bit of discomfort, come back to your breath. That'll help you. That's why it's there. It helps you control everything. On the exhale, come up. Perfect. Preparing for twist pose. Bring up the knee. Right foot over, left foot over the right knee. Right hand on the left knee, left hand behind the back. Big breath. On the exhale, look over the left shoulder. Keep your back straight, shoulders are relaxed, even in the twist pose. That breath is exactly the same, full and complete. On the next exhale, come back out slowly. Perfect. And staff pose. Really straighten those legs finally, all right? Roll the shoulders up. Posture's nice and tall, sitting proud and tall on your sit bones. And I want you to point your toes. Reach out with the hands, make a fist, bend at the wrist, slightly turn out to the baby finger. Bring your arms down so we focus on the forearm, not so much the shoulder. And let's really get a nice lengthening, stretching of the forearm, the wrist, the hand, and the fingers. On the exhale, straighten hand, open hands, open fingers. Bring the left one up, tip of the left fingers with the right hand gently pull back. And let's get a nice stretch into the flexor muscles along the bottom, into the wrist and into the hand. And other side. So we always move on the exhale. I'll try and cue you. You know, I say on the next exhale or your next exhale. And release. And relax the feet. Just relax your feet now. Bring the hands up. We're going to pull back on the fingers. Let's work those fingers. So we're just going to gently pull on the fingers. You don't really have to crack your knuckles, so hopefully you don't have to do that. Follow the breath. Pull back. Really get a deep stretch into the fingers, into the palm of the hand. Releasing, decompressing the tight muscles, the nerves, the blood vessels, and that's the same stretch we do for every move we make, every stretch we do. The same activity. Some of it is dynamic, you can feel it. Some is static. You don't quite feel the muscles, but the same thing is going on in your body. When you finish your thumb, bring your hands up, and I want you to release them. Just let them go limp and shake them out. Shake them out. Perfect. And hands on lap, roll the shoulders out. All right. So with your feet, our ankles now, open up your legs a little bit. We're just going to do some little circles in and little circles out. So just get a little articulation into the ankle, and that'll work the foot and the toe. Now I'll show you quickly. We're just doing little circles like this. So ultimately, try not to move your legs. If your legs move a little bit, that's not a big deal, but they're not wiggling and wobbling around, all right? So we're going to do 3 in, 3 out. Try to focus on the ankles. Now, you can sit back, lean back like this if you want, or if you want to sit with your hands along your hips, straight spine, do that as well. Let's go. Inhale around. Exhale, come to center, pause, and then go again. And when you finish your 3, do the opposite. Now really working on, you can feel the engagement of the lower leg muscles, the calf, the shin, and another one. And relax, wiggle the toes around. Wiggle the toes, play piano with your toes. If you want to round them out a little faster, play piano with your fingers. You can roll out the wrists too. Keep your breath slow. All right, let's get into our table. Let's get into onto our hands and knees. All right, from here, we'll do some cat and cows. I always provide little padding, so if you need a little extra padding for your knees or your wrist, a towel or a thin blanket, or even would probably do the trick. Now, table. Checking your alignment. Ankle to knee, knee to hip. Knees are hip distance apart. Elbow, shoulders, wrists lined up. Head level with your spine. Let's go. Inhale up. Head up, sacrum up, C-scoop spine. Exhale as you arch the back, chin to chest, belly, back to spine. Try to relax your thighs while you're doing this. All the way. And one more. Breath and motion, meditation motion. Now this is lengthening the spine, releasing upper back. This is wonderful for your lower back. Back to table. Shake the hands out. Move the wrist around. Let's get into our downward dog from here. Curl the toes. Take a breath. Exhale up. Tail is up high. Back is straight. Shoulders are relaxed. Head is hanging down. Downward dog. Breathe. Now let's walk ourselves up to mountain. Follow the breath. On the exhale, come up. Come up nice and slow. Reversing the blood flow all the way up. All right. Now we'll get off the floor for a while. Into mountain. Shake it out. Shake the hands out. Roll the shoulders out. All right. Into our mountain Tadasana. Feet are hip distance apart. Make sure your feet are nice and anchored into the floor. Standing tall, being aware of your posture. Breathe. Now while we're here, I want you to do a little checklist. Go through your body looking for tension. Now, wiggle your toes if you have to. Work your way up. Check your knees. If they're tight, let them go. Your thighs, let them go. Your belly, let it go. Your buttocks, your shoulders, roll them out if you have to. Being able to identify tension, isolate it, and release it. And this goes with your breath. Everything works together. Let's inhale, right arm up. Exhale, left one up. Hands together, preparing for half moon salute. Inhaling to the right. Stay here. Breathe. One more breath. Exhale up. Let's go to the left. Take your breath. Exhale. Getting that wonderful lengthening of the side of the body. Exhale up. Release. Inhale into a back bend. Preparing for ragdoll, take a breath. On the exhale, hinging at the hips, swan dive. Soften the knees, come down, ragdoll. So just soften your knees and just hang out. If this makes you dizzy, come up halfway. Put your hands on your knees, or just come up halfway if you don't want to go too far down. Having your head below your hips are called inversions. So if you have high blood pressure, low blood pressure, or vertigo, anything like that, might not be a good place down here. So just make the adjustment, but try to relax. So we're going to do another nice stretch while we're down here. I want you to cross at the elbow. Keep your knees soft. And this is a nice deep stretch for the upper back. One more breath. Exhale. Come back down onto your knees. Preparing for child's pose. Open up the knees. Take a breath, and on the exhale, I want you to lean back. Now, child's pose is a resting neutral place, so I need you to make sure your head, your neck are supported. So if you want, you can rest your forehead on your stacked fists. You can rest your forehead on your block, on your stacked hands, or on the floor. This is our child's pose, Balasana. This is a wonderful full body stretch, lengthening the spine a little bit more. It's a rest and it's a neutral place to be as well. So I want you to thank yourself for being here today, for taking this little bit of time just to take a few stretches and just to connect with your breath and slow things down, and maybe just to re-energize or decompress or whatever brings you onto your mat today. Because I just want you to remember that it's all about you. This is your time just to turn everything off. No worries, no cares, no anxieties. Be thoughtless, weightless. For one more breath. On the next exhale, I want you to come out of your child's pose, and I want you to very gently get onto your back. Now, onto the back. We'll do a couple of things down here, all the way down. Comfortable on your back. And I want you to keep your knees bent. Now, shoulders are relaxed, arms to the side. Take a breath, and on the exhale, I want you to bring your knees up and give yourself a big hug. And just rock from side to side. Just rock and breathe. This is a nice extra stretch for your spine, but also giving yourself a lovely back massage. Make sure the shoulders are relaxed. If you want a deeper massage, the closer you bring your knees to your chest, the deeper the stretch you'll get. So make the adjustment to what your body needs right now. And now I want you to do little circles to the left, focusing on a nice little release for the lower back, and little circles to the right. Knees to center, soles of the feet onto the floor. I want you to straighten your legs one at a time. Inhale, arms up to the ceiling, let them fall over your head. Now if this bothers your shoulders, you can put your arms anywhere you'd like. And I want you just to stretch your body out. Fingertips to the tips of your toes. Make yourself nice and long. Let your body sink into the ground, feeling heavy, relaxed. Maybe you have a little smile on your face because you're so happy to do this right now. One more breath. On the exhale, bring your hands to the side of your body, palms facing the ceiling. Hands are open to receive guidance from your higher self. And let's prepare for our closing Savasana, meditation, relaxation, reflection time. However you choose to bring this into your practice today. Resting comfortably in your corpse pose. At this point, if you want to bend your knees for comfort, you can lay on your side if you'd like. Some people like to have a little blanket. And just rest and breathe, feeling calm, tranquil, finding that little bit of sanctuary in your day, maybe your week. Let your mind, your body, and your soul absorb the vibrations of the bells, bringing your own energies to its appropriate frequency. Slowly bring yourself back into the room, back into your space. Bring life back to your body, wiggle your fingers and toes. And when you're ready, slowly bring yourself back up to our cross-legged Sukhasana position or any seated position at this point that is comfortable for you. All right, nice and comfortable, back is straight, shoulders are relaxed. Let's bring our hands together, rub them vigorously to activate that hand chakra. Hands onto your heart center, close your eyes. Let's take a nice breath together. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Sat now. Shanti, Shanti, peace, peace. May love and light be with you always. Namaste. All right, wonderful. Nicely done. So today we didn't do too many postures. We did mostly some really nice stretches. So I hope you enjoyed that, all right? And thank you for joining me. It's always absolutely my pleasure. I feel just as good as you do, all right? So slowly I will be going back to my full-time teaching job that's coming up really soon. So I will probably be slowing down on my programs on this channel. I'll try and keep some up, but depending on how busy I get, because usually I teach about 15 classes a week, so I'm a pretty busy girl. But just stay tuned, all right? And we'll see if we can keep things rolling. And thanks again for joining me. Have a lovely day and smile and be very kind. Be kind to yourself and be kind to people around you, all right? Goodbye.